250Z. Now, to the eye, this is not a really crazy special car. You don't see anything out of the ordinary, but I guarantee you, this car punches way, way above its weight class. We did a lot of work to this car that you don't see. Mainly under here. Some of you might identify what's going on, but either way, this is a twin turbo setup that we did, and it's a built motor to handle that extra power. So we're on pump gas for this run, or for this tuning session, but eventually we're going to go to E85 or race gas and see what we can get out of it. But from my experience, these motors, these setups, they settle in around 600 horsepower when they're fully built, and they start to break everything else. So the transmission, the rear end, all of those items start to come into play at around that 600 horsepower level on this dyno. And I expect this to be close to that just on pump gas. So we're gonna try and get him up to around that 600 horsepower level or close to it, at least the mid fives, and set it there until he's ready to go to the next level and increase the strength of the other components. So this car is running a Haltech Elite, which, for those of you who don't know, there is a solution from Dynasty that actually allows you to use a Haltech Elite on the HR engines, which have twin throttle bodies. So typically you would only be able to use this on a DE because it controls one drive-by-wire throttle. But this setup is allowing to use both throttle bodies, and it's very, very nice. It's a great little solution. We got the Haltech loaded up in there, and we're gonna keep on tuning here. So this is basically full fuel system upgrade. We've got flex fuel sensors. We've got everything we need to control this setup as efficiently as possible. Target boost, I think, is we're gonna set around 20 PSI for this setup, and it has the ability to go higher, but we're gonna hold it there. And right now I think we're at like 17 PSI, 17 or 18. So we'll start there, see where it's at, bump it up a little bit, and see if that gets us right into the zone that we want to be in. But either way, a pretty sleeperish looking setup, considering it doesn't even have wheels on it. It's just a very, very basic setup. You got some meaty tires, but that's about it. That's the only hint that you're getting, besides this license plate. That's the giveaway. Instant spool. I mean, it just comes on boost. It almost feels NA. That's insane. First full 508 with 513 foot-pounds of torque. I only pulled it to 6,000. The wheels were spinning. I felt it spinning up all the way close to redline. So I might have to put someone in the trunk to hold it down. That's no surprise considering that these cars are rear-wheel drive, so they do have a little bit of trouble putting the power down when you start to get to this power level. So we'll try and make it work, but that's a great start. This is a special job. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get some more power out of it. I checked the data and it looked like we were spinning quite a bit. The data log was showing 63, almost 6,400 RPM, and I was only pulling to 6,000 on the dyno. So I'm going to increase that a little bit, and hopefully the extra traction with Marcus in the trunk nets us that gain. So I helped out a little bit. 525, no setup changes at all. We're still at 18 pounds of boost there. I'm gonna start to put a little bit of timing into it, and we'll let it cool off for a little bit, but we're moving up. We had a little clutch slip on that one, but 580, 586 torque. So that's about all. We're gonna have to stop there. I don't want to tear this clutch up anymore. Not bad, but man, that's a bummer. Really wanted to see 600. Just not gonna happen with this clutch.